everyone, and welcome to the video in which we are going to cover the division. In the last three videos we have covered multiplication by tens, hundreds and thousands. In this particular video we are going to cover the topic dividing by tens. So let's start. For the division we are again going to use the disk method. Remember, when we were multiplying, then the zeros were added to the end result. But now we are dividing, so zeros are going to be subtracted from the end result. Like here, if you see the example, you can see that when 10 is divided by 10, the resultant is 1. So, in the end result, 0 is subtracted. Similarly, when we divide 100 by 10, the 0 deducted from the end result and the end result is 10. And for the 1000, when it is going to be divided by 10, the result is 100. 1 0 is subtracted. So, we are going to use this concept in solving further questions. In the first example, we have to divide 210 by 10. So, which means that we have 0 ones, 110 and 200. When these discs are going to be divided by 10, in the result we will have 2 tens and 1 ones. So, when 210 divided by 10, the answer is 21. Now we have an exercise in which we have to divide using the disk method. In part A, we have to divide 30 by 10. For 30, we have 0 ones and 3 tens. When these disks are going to be divided by 10, as a result we will have 3 ones. When 10 divided by 10, the answer will be 1. So, the end answer is 3 when 30 divided by 10. In part B, we have 230 divided by 10. For 230, we have 0 ones, 3 tens, 200. For 200, when 100 is going to be divided by 10, the result is 10. So we will have 2 discs of 10. And when 10 is going to be divided by 10, the result is 1. So we have 3 discs of 1, which means 23. So the answer for the division of 230 divided by 10 is 23. In part C, we have 8,600 divided by 10. For 8,600, we have 0 ones, 0 tens, 600 and 8,000. When 1000 is divided by 10, the resultant is 100. 1 0 is subtracted. Similarly, when 100 is divided by 10, the resultant is 10 after the subtraction of a 0. So we have 806 tens, which means when 8,600 divided by 10, we will have 860 as an answer. For part D, we have 41,300 divided by 10. 41,300 means 0 ones, 0 tens, 300, 1,000 and 4 10,000. When 10,000 is going to be divided by 10, we will have 1,000 after the deduction of a 0. Similarly, when 1,000 is going to be divided by 10, we will have 100, and when 100 is going to be divided by 10, we will have 10. So we have 4,103 tens, which means when 41,300 divided by 10, result is 4,130. Now look at the question 3, which says a factory used 6,000 kilograms of sugar over 30 days. The factory used an equal amount of sugar each day. How much sugar did the factory use each day? In order to find out the answer, we simply have to divide 6,000 by 30. But before dividing, we have to break up 30 in terms of 10. So we break up 30 as 10 and 3. So first 6,000 is going to be divided by 10 and the resultant is going to be divided by 3. For 6,000 we have 0, 1, 0, 10, 0, 100 and 6,000. It means 6,000 discs. When these discs are going to be divided by 10, we will have 6 discs of 100. So 600 is going to be further divided by 3, and as we know 3 into 2 is 6, so the resultant is 200, which is represented by 2 discs of 100. This division can also be achieved by the other way, in which 6,000 is going to be divided by 3 first and the resultant is going to be divided by 10. When we divide 6,000 by 3, the answer is 2,000, and when we divide 2,000 by 10, the answer is 200, which means the factory uses 200 kilograms of sugar each day. Now in question 4, we have to divide 1220 by 20. Here also we are going to break up 20 in terms of 10 and 2. In part A, the division is achieved by first dividing 1220 by 10 and the resultant by 2. In part B, the division is achieved by first dividing 1220 by 2 and the resultant by 10. But the answer in both the situation is same. So you can use any method which is convenient for you. Now look at question number 5, in which we have to divide. In part A, we have 80 divided by 40. So here we are going to break up 40 in terms of 10 and 4. For 80 we have 0 ones and 8 tens. So 8 discs of 10 are going to be divided by 10 and the resultant is 8 discs of ones. Now 8 ones are going to be divided by 4, which simply means 2 ones. So the answer for part A is 2. In part B, we have 720 divided by 60. First we break up 60 in terms of 10 and 6. And for 720, we have 0 ones, 2 tens and 700. These are going to be divided by 10, and as a result we have 2 ones and 7 tens. Now this answer is going to further divide it by 6, and we have 2 ones and 1 10. So when 720 is going to be divided by 60, the answer is 12. In part C, we have 3630 divided by 30. First, we are going to break this 30 in terms of 10 and 3. So for 3630, we have 0 ones, 3 tens, 600 and 3000. After division by 10, we have 300, 6 tens, 3 ones. Now this value is going to be divided by 3 and the outcome is 100, 2 tens and 1 ones. So when 3630 30 is going to divide it by 30, the answer will be 121. For part D, we have 43,400 divided by 70. Again, 70 is going to be break up in 10 and 7. So we have 0 ones, 0 tens, 400, 3,000 and 4 10,000 for 43,400. After dividing these numbers by 10, we have 4,304 tens, which are going to further divide it by 7, and as a result we have 602 tens. Now moving to the practice questions, we have part A, in which we have to divide 70 by 10. 70 means we have 0 ones and 7 tens. After divisions we have 7 ones, so 70 divided by 10 is equals to 7. For part B, we have to divide 490 by 10. 490 means 0 ones, 9 tens and 400. After division, we have 4 tens and 9 ones. So 490 divided by 10 is equals to 49. For part C, we have 2,300 divided by 10. 2,300 is 0 ones, 0 tens, 300 and 2,000. After division by 10, we have 200 and 3 tens. So 2,300 divided by 10 is equals to 230. For part D, we have 10,900 divided by 10. 10,900 means 0 ones, 0 tens, 900, 0,000 and 1 10,000. After division by 10, we have 1,000 and 9 tens, which means 10,900 divided by 10 is equals to 1,090. In part E, we have to divide 90 by 30. So we are going to use a breakup method here, and first we are going to break 30 in terms of 10 and 3. So first 90, which means 9 tens, is going to be divided by 10, and the resultant is 9 ones, and these 9 ones are going to be divided by 3, which further reduce it into 3. So 90 divided by 30 is 3. For part F, we have 360 divided by 40. 40 is going to break up in 10 and 4. 360 means 0 ones, 6 tens and 300. These are going to be divided by 10, and we have 3 tens and 6 ones. Now these 3 tens and 6 ones are further going to divide it by 4, which is basically 36. So we have 9 ones. As we know that 4 into 9 is 36. So when 360 divides by 40, the answer is 9. In part G, we have 1840 divided by 40. Again, 40 is going to break up in terms of 10, and we have 1840 divided by 10 divided by 4. For 1840, we have 0 ones, 4 tens, 800 and 1000. And when these discs are going to divide by 10, we have 100, 8 tens and 4 ones. Now this 184 is going to further divide it by 4, and the result is 4 tens and 6 ones, which is basically 46. So when 1840 is going to divide by 40, the answer is 46. For part H, we have 16,000 divided by 50. Here 50 is going to be break up in terms of tens. So we are going to first divide 16,000 by 10 and the resultant by 5. For 16,000 we have 0 ones, 0 tens, 0 hundred, 6,000 and 1 10,000. After division we have 1,600. And this 1,600 is going to be divided by 5 and the result is 302 tenths. So 16,000 divided by 50 is equals to 320. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe my channel and keep watching the videos. Bye bye.